Surrounded by an oasis of lush, rolling hills, it is no wonder why someone would want to spend his life in the peaceful town of Hillsborough, North Carolina. For over 40 years, Mr. Nutter and his family have lived in the same house, located directly on Maple View Farm. Farmer Bob, as the Hillsborough community affectionately calls him, is a fifth-generation dairy farmer. In 1963, he, his wife, and their 5 children moved to Hillsborough to continue the family business. From the very beginning, Mapleview was the true definition of a mom-and-pop run business. Mr. Nutter would wake up at dawn to milk the cows and do the maintenance around the farm, while Mrs. Nutter took care of the finances. As time went by, Mapleview became more and more successful, and his children, who were always available to help around the farm, started to move away from home. In 1992, with not enough people to do all of the work that needed to be done, Mr. Nutter decided to take on a partner, Russ Siebert, a young dairy farmer from Minnesota. He immediately became the manager of Mapleview, bringing with him the technology of a large-scale farm. Mechanical milking pumps and pasteurizing and bottling machines replaced the manual labor that used to be done, and allowed Mapleview to bottle and sell their own milk. Russ's expertise and previous experience led to the creation of Mapleview Farm Incorporated, which includes the Mapleview Farm Milk Company and the Mapleview Ice Cream and Country Store. Despite the changes that were made to the internal workings of the farm, Russ strongly believed in keeping the family-run and simple feel of Mapleview that the Nutters had developed over the past 3 decades. His wife helped Mrs. Nutter with the financial records, while his children did not work on the farm. His daughter was always there in spirit, as her picture was, and still is, the logo on the side of the Mapleview Farm delivery trucks. As manager, Russ spends his time overseeing the small group of employees and the large herd, as well as doing a lot of the needed maintenance around the farm. Mr. Nutter is semi-retired, but is still involved with Mapleview. He usually begins his day going for a short walk around the property, taking in the progress of new construction, as well as checking up on the expecting mothers and newly born calves. He is not a large presence on the farm, but Mr. Nutter is still very much in charge. At the end of each day, Jeremy, the herdsman, updates him on the day's progress and consults him with any decisions that need to be made. While work dealing with the farm keeps him busy, he always spends his afternoons with his wife. Listening to him grumble about how much he hates tongue sandwiches, and watching her face as he slaps the pieces down, one cannot help but laugh, but they are not the typical old married couple. Mr. Nutter said the best thing in the past few years has been the time he has gotten to spend with his wife. Whether they are renovating their home, working on their garden, or watching the sunset, they never leave each other's sides. When explaining to Jeremy that this class was focusing on the small town of Hillsborough, he was quick to come to its defense. "Yeah, I guess it was small, but it's been growing. Not so small anymore, really." His words not only described the developing town of Hillsborough, but also the growth of Mapleview. Starting as a family-run, fledgling dairy farm, Mapleview is now an established company, not only in Hillsborough, but in the entire Triangle area. The ice cream store is an apparent sign of their success. It is one of the most popular places in Hillsborough, packed every weekend with young families and a line extending out the door. The Nutters have donated their farmland to the Triangle Land Conservatory, protecting it from the development that is sure to continue to spread as Hillsborough continues to grow. While this small town makes room for its booming population by developing land into neighborhoods, shopping plazas, and new roads, we can rest assured that Mapleview Farm will remain the beautiful place that it is today.